What is up, Magical Girl fans? In this video, I'm not going to be talking about Preaker. Instead, we're going to be talking about Princession Orchestra, you guys, a brand new Magical Girl anime that was first revealed on June 14th, 2024, so quite recently actually. I want to talk about why this series is very exciting for me and also why it's a very big deal for the Magical Girl genre in general. So first, let's go to Crunchyroll and read the synopsis written by Kara Dennison. Akifumi Kaneko, original creator of Symphogear, provides the original plan for the series. The anime is touted as a project combining music, anime, and toys that can be enjoyed by kids and adults alike. The series introduces us to the wonderland of Alispia, a world that existed since ancient times, when the Alispians or Alicipians encounter a new threat known as a Jamaog. A trio of princesses step up to save the day with the power of music. A teaser trailer and visual was also released. So the teaser trailer that is shown here, it was mostly just sliding images of the official arts of the characters as well as the voice actors doing their thing, you know. There was a fully animated trailer that came out today. I'm gonna go through that trailer piece by piece and dissect everything in it. So in the trailer, we have the main character, Minamino Serrano, and she's on her smart device and uses an app called Alispia Channel to enter this magical world called Alispia. Colorful fantasy houses and glitter everywhere and little magical fairies that are very similar to the fairies in the Pretty series. More similar to Pretty series fairies than the Preaker fairies, because there's a difference. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I can tell. Then we see a glowing blue jewel in front of her transformation item, and Attack of the Robots. There's these evil robots that come attacking, so she has to transform. And we see her fighting a giant night robot. When she punches, there's these beautiful rainbow music notes that explode. It reminds me of when Flora punches in Go Princess Preaker. There is flower petals that just seem to materialize with each punch. Then we see Princess Zeal giving question mark. She has this veil over her eyes. It first reminded me of Lucina when she has the mask on in Fire Emblem. And this veil is not present in her official artwork, so I wonder if that has something to do with her identity or something in her character. We'll find out next year. Then we see the fully green queen, Nagase, using her crystal, using her jewel to transform into Princess Meteor. We see her charging into battle, and look how green she is. Again, I'll save the design stuff for the end, but I was just so excited. We see more shots of the other girls in civilian form. We see Kagari, aka Zeal's civilian form, LOLing. We also see this bunny fairy, and again, very much Pretty series fairy vibes. It's just not the Preaker fairy vibes. We see more shots of the princesses looking determined for battle, and then a final shot of Princess Ripple glowing blue and glittery. So yeah, the trailer for Princession Orchestra is looking bomb, and this is exactly why I'm excited for the show, because finally we have a Magical Girl show that is your typical kid-friendly action show. It's my favorite type of Magical Girl show, and that kind of Magical Girl show is hard to come by these days. Really, the only one we have like that currently is Preaker. There was Sailor Moon Crystal and Sailor Moon and Tokyo Mew Mew New a few years back, but they've gone and ended, and it seems like all Magical Girl shows these days are either parodies, weird, obscure slice of life things, gory, bloody stuff. I mean, I do like Magical Girl Racing Project Season 2 coming soon, or something sexual and just creepy. And also just idols, and you know I'm not into idols. And I count idols because sometimes people consider the Pretty series idols for some reason. We finally have a standard action kid-friendly Magical Girl show, you guys. It's very exciting, and it seems like Princession, well, it's very obviously trying to become a competitor to the Preaker franchise. From the color-coded team, kid-friendly action, no gore, and toys. Also fairy mascots. I would really love for this to become a competent Preaker competitor. That way I can fixate on either show. If I'm feeling bored of the currently airing Preaker season, I can always watch Princession. Maybe if I'm not feeling Princession, I can watch Preaker. It's just really cool to have more options when it comes to my favorite genre, and I just love that. Now let's talk about the individual characters, starting with Minamino. So she seems like a very fun and energetic character. She reminds me somewhat of Flora from Go Princess Preaker, and they just have similar energetic demeanor. I also really do love how Minamino has orange hair, and it turns blue when she becomes Princess Ripple. Very often when we do have blue Magical Girls, they tend to have blue hair still in civilian form. As for her design as Princess Ripple, I think it's awesome and stylish. I love the big white puffy sleeves and this white leotard. It's almost reminiscent of a bathing suit, which is very fitting for her being water themed. And I love the side panniers. Would these be panniers? The big flowing blue parts, which give her a lot of volume. They almost look like ocean waves, especially because the ends have these white parts. She has this big bow in the back. Her hair is much longer than I thought. In the animated trailer, we see that it's very long, but in the official artwork, I thought it was shorter. She has a big blue bow on top, which kind of gives me a little bit of Cure Marine vibes. And I really do love the usage of gold and red. I also like how each of them has a sash across their torsos. It really gives them a vibe of regal elegance. Next, we're moving on to Kagari Sakibe, aka Princess Zeal. Her civilian form is really nice, pink hair, but when she transforms, her hair becomes a reddish pink. In the official poster, it looks more pink, but in the animated preview, it definitely leans more on the red side, but it could also be the lighting. Safe to say it's just going to be like a reddish pink. Her design, it really reminds me of Cure Scarlet. I think a lot of other people are getting the Cure Scarlet impressions as well. She also has a leotard in her design. What also evokes Cure Scarlet is the usage of gold. Even in her hair, there's these spiky yellow parts, which remind me of Cure Scarlet's crown. She has big puff sleeves as well, and the puff sleeves are very Cure Chocolat with red and black stripes in them. She has these thigh-high boots. Well, boots that kind of cut off at the ankle area. But yeah, overall, really nice design that incorporates a lot of red and pink. I also really like the black bows with yellow butterfly-like shapes. Those really add a lot of contrast as well. And next, we're gonna talk about my favorite, Nagase Ichijo, aka Princess Meteor. In civilian form, she is still over the top green, and I love that. She has green hair, green eyes, and a green sweater. That's actually revolutionary. In civilian form, she has this choker. She gives me like cool girl vibes, like excitable cool girl vibes. Almost like Cure Twinkle or Cure Etoile. And her hair, it looks very leafy and plant-like, which is interesting because her name is, as a magical girl, is Princess Meteor. So I've been assuming she's gonna have star-related powers, which is interesting because her design is evoking more plants. I'm just so happy that she has a full green design. As for her magical girl form, amazing, beautiful. That strong, bright green hair, no teal here. I love her tiny little crown with the green jewel in it. Just spiky green hair with a long green ponytail and the white. I would say I'm not a big fan of the cobalt blue. I think the cobalt blue is a little bit of a weird decision. I would have replaced that with another shade of green, maybe like a dark emerald green or something. I just think the blue is kind of clashing, but it'll grow on me over time. I find it very interesting that in all promotional tweets and information posters and whatever, they always use the yellow heart emoji for Princess Meteor, despite the fact that she's very clearly green. So now I'm wondering what their weapons are going to be. With this series, getting ahead of myself here, with this series being music themed, I'm guessing their weapons are going to be musical instruments. I am hoping that they get things like a harp or a guitar. Here's my prediction. Here's what I think. I think Ripple would get something gentle, maybe a trumpet or a flute or something, maybe something that's akin to a wand, maybe a melody sword, like a fake instrument, but she can like pretend to play it's like an instrument maybe. Originally I was gonna say Zeal can get a violin, but that's probably just the fact that she looks like Cure Scarlet, so maybe something different would be nice, like a harp or something. And Meteor can probably get an electric guitar because she just seems like that kind of chick who can rock it out. Another big question I have is, if this franchise does perform successfully well and there are future seasons and spin-offs, how will they go about and creating new generations, especially with a title that is so specific like Princession Orchestra? That name is already so music coded, so how will they go about creating like another theme? Like, let's say there's like an animal theme. Will they be princess animals or princess astronauts? I don't know. I'm just wondering how that will work. Will they even still be princesses? So many questions. But I'm also just really excited about the fact that Takara Tomy is doing this, because this is going to be a green thing, and I know I talk about green a lot, but I don't really give a fuck. And I'm very excited because Takara Tomy, I mean, do you see their track record? Come on out. If the show does get more seasons, I don't think they'll be shying away from green characters. I planned this. The green magical girl takeover is happening. Even besides the green stuff, I just love how Takara Tomy designs their mascots. Like I mentioned earlier, there's just a way that the Pretty series designs their mascots, like in Watcha Primagi, that I love, how they're all distinct shapes and looks with different eyes and stuff. It almost seems like in the Precure series, sure, yeah, in the Precure series, the mascots all look different, but it almost seems like they have to have this like criteria of having large eyes, tiny noses, and look mostly the same. It almost seems like they have to follow this specific design criteria to be sellable, whereas in the Pretty series, they can look vastly all different. So I'm very excited to see what kind of characters will be produced from the series. So tell me what you guys think of Princession Orchestra in the comments below. Do you think it'll be able to compete with Precure? Thanks for watching.